There we go. Oh, that's kind of loud. All right. So I hope that's a good sound balance. I can never tell. All right. So let me see. Just gotta share my social media stuff. Nope, I don't want to go to Twitter. I'm already there. Okay. Retweet. Go there, please. That's all I want is for you to go there. Yes, please. Of course. Of course. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. So, no one's in yet, so I have some time, which is perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Oh no, I suddenly have to do the urination. It's not a dance, it's a bodily movement. Ah! Okay. I forgot what I was doing for a moment. Okay. That's quite clearly not the one I wanted to share. Thank you. Share! Ah! There we go. Okay, 'tis done. 'Tis done. Excellent. Excellent well. Oh no, I accidentally clicked on my own thing. I don't want to hear it. Well, no, well, I can't really hear the sound balance from here. Okay. Check my fat prime loot. Okay. Am I lagging? Let me check from an outside source, because it may have been just being weird on my PC. Okay. Yes, I know. That was me. Can I go watch my own thing? Okay. Just gonna see what that looks like. Test, 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 test. If it'll load. Why do I have the world's worst internet? Waiting for this to load so I can see if I'm laggy or not. Is that me? Is that my own viewer? Is someone else in here? No, it's me. Okay, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. Alrighty, so I hope the sound balance is alright. Oh wait, actually I can also check that from my phone. Let me check. Sorry. It's really hard to gauge from this area. So let me test it, so. It's really hard to gauge from this. Yeah, that seems like, yeah. Okay, stop. Okay. Oh god, and I dropped my phone. Like an idiot. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, well, hello everyone. Welcome to Green Jacket Streams. I'm your host, Green Jacket. So, I'll give it a few more minutes to see if anyone wanders in here before starting. Oh, I just realized I should probably also message... Let me go back to the tweeter. So, I'm excited for this. I like these, like, 8-bit RPG style. I don't know if that's 8-bit, but, like, pixelated horror games like this. I think they're a really interesting concept, and I thoroughly enjoy them. Okay. Yes, I'm well aware. I retweeted my own thing. Thank you. Come on. Come on. Come. Yes, thank you. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. This is the Scarlett Gallery. It was a game made in part by a good friend of mine, Professor Brink. I've played several of his games on my YouTube channel. So he always does good work, so I'm excited to see how he does with this. Okay, thank you. I don't need to see these. Alright, there we go. So, we're gonna play a new game. Let's get on in there. You are Karen Leibowitz, private detective. Yeah, oh my god, that volume jump, though. Let's turn that down just the slightest bit. Do let me know if you can hear me well or not. Oh, you start your day by getting into your beat-up yellow Volkswagen. I'm liking it so far. And driving through the city of Crossroads, Louisiana. Ah, Louisiana. You don't have enough money for your own office, so you use the town library to conduct your business. Smart, smart. As you approach the building, its size is impressive against the backdrop of a gray-colored sky. I like that, although that's sepia-colored, so you already failed me. Failed with your description. The large wooden doors creak open as you enter. Nancy, the librarian, is hard at work cataloging her books. From your desk, a radio crackles with a distorted news broadcast. What do you want to do? Let's listen to the radio. You turn your attention to the radio and listen in with keen interest. It's been over 6 months since authorities have had any leads on Chainface, the mass murderer of Crossroads. Police are urging all residents to be on the lookout and report any suspicious activity. Last seen on the outskirts of town and responsible for the deaths of several civilians, including a police officer. There is a reward offered for any information that may lead to an arrest. And now the weather. Scattered showers are expected over the weekend. Chainface. That case still haunts you to this day. You blankly stare into the distance as you begin to have flashbacks to that fateful night. You sit down at your desk. You see a case file in front of you labeled Chainface. You decide to open the case file. Let's read it. You open the case file, but it's just too much for you. The photographs of the crime scene. The body parts strewn around. It's all too much. What he did to that police officer. Brain fart. You reach into your desk and take out a revolver and a warm can of beer. Your case, your life, and this story all ends here. Oh, no! Oh my god! I died? Oh my god, that's terrible! Okay, so we went through here. Okay, so it's one of these. Okay, so, that's right, because Brink did say this was like a choose-your-own-adventure thing. Okay, so let's listen to the radio again. Listen to the radio some more to clear our head. And hopefully that bad weather will hold off Johan van Devil's party this evening at the Scarlet... Yeah, at the Scarlett Gallery. He said it! He's the only artist in the world to work with real human cadavers. People have called it shocking, disgusting, repulsive, and it's the only place in Crossroads to be tonight. We'll be there reporting live during the evening. Coming up next, the sports show. All the sports. All the time for all the sporty sports who like to sport while they sport. Love it. You see Nancy the librarian walking towards you with a cup of hot coffee in her hand. She always has a cup of coffee in her hand. She greets you with a warm smile. What will you do? Ask about the event. Nancy, do you know much about this Scarlett Gallery event? I sure do, boss. Not much gets past me in this town. This is why you love the library. You come for Nancy's insights and stay for the coffee. Johann van der Wolf, a German-born gentleman who is an avant-garde artist. His most famous work is the strange creations he makes from cadavers. He displays them in various poses using a technique known only to him. He's very striking and very rich. He puts on the most extravagant parties wherever he goes. He only seems to exhibit within America, though, which is puzzling to me. But hey, if he's making money, I can't blame him. I really wish I could go tonight. Nancy sighs into her coffee. You really want to see dead bodies posed for your entertainment? You reply. Certainly. You make it sound like an awful thing, but the event is so ritzy, it's amazing he even comes to Crossroads at all. A question burns in your mind. Ask why Johann would come to Crossroads, Louisiana, or ask where he gets the bodies from. I'm curious about where he gets those bodies, so we're going to find out. You look at Nancy, puzzled. Nancy, I'm a bit confused. Is this Van der Wolf a doctor? How does he get the bodies? Apparently it's all legal and above board. He gets them mainly from people who have donated their bodies to science. He does have some medical background, but as to what that is exactly, I'm not sure. Anyway, he's been doing this for years. You start to recall various missing person cases where parts of the body had been discovered, or parts removed from the victim. This would sure be a neat way to hide a crime in plain sight and all. Oh, now wouldn't that be a headline? German artist thwarted by local dick, sniggers Nancy. This isn't the 50s, Nancy. This isn't the 50s, Nancy. Stop calling me that. You try to keep a straight face as Nancy giggles. Well, go on. Don't let me hold you back. Get out there and catch a bad guy. If you do happen to go to the Scarlett Gallery, bring me back a souvenir, won't you? Let's see what the Scarlett Gallery is all about. You drive to the Scarlett Gallery. Friday night traffic is the worst, even in a small town like Crossroads. You are sure someone sent out an invitation for all the idiots to come out onto the road in the pouring rain while you try to make it to the event in good time. Your little yellow Volkswagen's engine light flickers. Let me try that again. Your little yellow Volkswagen's engine light flickers as you push it as fast as you can around a corner. Just wait until we finish this job, baby, and I'll get you repaired. I promise, you say to the car, in the hope that it doesn't die on you mid-investigation. The engine light goes out as you play with the clutch and accelerator, which always seems to help. You near the gallery and find a park as close as you can, and proceed to walk to the front door. You stop, realizing you do not yet have a ticket. You think on your feet and decide to... Let's try and find someone selling their ticket. You mill around the front of the Scarlet Gallery for almost an hour. You're about to give up as you feel a tap on your shoulder from a strange guy in a coat. Follow me. He beckons, waving you over to a dark alley beside the venue, far from prying eyes. Finally, a bit of luck, you grin to yourself. I'm about to be murdered, dude. Don't ever let him take you to a secondary location. You're a detective. You should know this. That's like a whole thing. Your luck turns to tragedy as you feel a hard knock to the back of your head. The strange individual turns out to be several smaller individuals riding on each other's shoulders. The goblin-esque creatures appear to have surgical instruments for arms. What? What is this game? What is this game? You cannot fathom what is happening quickly enough to react. The cycloptic, one-eye, green-skinned beings leap upon you with grim determination to perform the task at hand. The only task they know of in their lives. The task of disembowelment. I wasn't using mine anyway. It's fine. Go ahead and take it. I've got 30. The pint-sized abominations scream gleefully as they flay your body and remove each of your organs in quick succession. This is getting nasty. Yep. There is no anesthesia, so you get to feel every excruciating moment until you eventually pass out from shock. You have become just another statistic in the missing persons of Crossroads, Louisiana. So let's try that again. New game. Okay, so, okay. Alright, so we're gonna try and just go through the same... Okay, so, same thing as before. Where'd you get the bodies from? Ah! Oh, I hit the... Okay, well, now we're hitting the streets. You drive around in your little yellow Volkswagen for what feels like half an hour. You check your watch. Shit. It's actually been most of the day, and night is fast approaching. Chump. You notice the fuel light come on. Nothing interesting has happened out here, and it's getting late. You could swing past. Let's get some fuel. You go and get some fuel and some food. The food tastes like cardboard, and you were pretty sure the fuel is just their recycled food. You have no money to pay for either, so you have to leave your car and use what little money you do have to get the bus home. Why did I go to get gas? What? Why would I go if I can't afford it? That's such a terrible thing. Hopefully you can solve some cases on foot in the near future, or you might not even be able to afford another tasty cardboard meal. Cardboard, delicious. Oh, I just thought about... Oh. Okay, so that's a loss. Okay. Ah! Ow! We're dead. Okay, see, the problem is, like, trying to skip through the thing. Alright, so I just gotta be careful. Oh, I didn't mean to click it! Curse you. Let's try this again. Careful. Careful. Ask about the event. Ask where he gets the bodies from. Okay, so we did that. See what the Scarlett Gallery is all about. Okay, we already did this. Let's sneak in. You stop amongst the crowd gathering at the front of the imposing building. You don't have a ticket, and you don't really have that much money on you to bribe your way in. So, see? Haha, bribing wouldn't have worked. We'll still go back and do it, though. So, you decide to sneak in and hope for the best. You wait around outside until you see a large group of people approaching the doorman at the front entrance. You follow a couple of footsteps behind them and try your best to look casual. No one takes any notice of you, and you manage to slip past security. Okay. I need to, like, get a piece of paper and, like, write down the trees that I'm going down. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay, so... I'll save it for next time. Okay. No one takes any notice of you? Okay, yeah. Before you lies the Scarlet Gallery, an assault on the senses on all sides. Voices boom loudly, and the smell of perfume mixed with money is in the air. Oh, that was water everywhere. Oh, yes, I love the smell of money in the air. Oh, yes, it smells like a hooker's ass. Because it's $100 bills because they're rich people. I assume that's what rich people spend it on. I don't know. I regret that one, I'm not going to lie. I regret that analogy. You feel far out of your element and very underdressed. Now it's time to get to work. You decide to admire the artwork. I am a patron of the arts. You walk... What, the shirt baskets? You walk through the crowd and grab a drink off a tray being offered by a waiter. The waiter gives you a smile and nod as you take the drink. Red wine. Very expensive, you remark to yourself as you take a sip. You stop to admire the artwork around the room. They are not pictures, nor are they sculptures. They are the bodies of the deceased. Each one in a strange pose, like something from a cult or a church. Some are on their knees, while others deliver punishment. Most have no skin and are naked. You wonder if nudity is even a thing when you have no skin. Some wear clothes that appear to be of a religious nature. Others would not look out of place in a horror movie about a cult in some forgotten part of the world. The fact that people actually pay to come and see this stuff baffles you. Where does Johann Vanderwolf get the bodies from, you wonder? Didn't we already inquire about this? If you didn't feel out of place before, you do now. Rich people and dead bodies everywhere. The perfect place for a perpetrator to hide. 2 suspects have caught your eye. A nervous man standing near one of the artworks, a small figure, or get close to the stage. Let's go for the nervous guy. I don't trust him. Too nervous? Who would be nervous surrounded by a bunch of rich people and bodies with the smell of money in the air? You approach a middle-aged gentleman who is standing nervously near one of the artworks. You note that his appearance is unkempt and his hair is in dire need of a comb. That music is, like, grandiose, I won't lie. This is, like... This exhibit must be huge. That's what I'm picturing. His eyes dart left and right. He suddenly takes off towards the back of the building and disappears into a hallway with the door slamming quickly behind him. You're not sure if he saw you or not. You don't have much time and must take action immediately. As you open the door, you see the hallway splits into a left and right turn. Can I just not follow him? You decide left. You turn and sneak down the left hallway. In the next room, the suspect is standing in the middle of a group of what look like small children. Are these going to be the goblin things again? You move ever so quietly to get a good look, only to discover that they have misshapen heads with a Ah! It's the goblins! It's the goblins! Get away from me! Or in some case, yeah, okay. Their knees are backwards. That wasn't in the previous description, giving them a very strange gait. You pull your revolver. Things have taken a turn for the strange. Make an arrest now, or you may miss your chance. If we accuse, we gonna die. You continue to follow the suspect, who is now surrounded by a dozen of the small creatures. Each is distinctly different from the last, by means of various surgical instruments that appear to have been grafted to their bodies. The color of their skin is difficult to distinguish in the light of the flickering globe illuminating the room. Somewhere between gray and green is the best you can tell. Without warning, they set upon your suspect, and you watch the middle-aged man be ripped apart by the cyclopean creatures. See, I knew it! We would have died had we confronted him. Their small stature makes no difference to their quick and lethal blows. Okay, so yeah, you just watched a man being ripped apart before your very eyes. What more do you need? Ah! If I try to arrest them, they gonna kill me. Wait. What? Okay, so, alright, so Johan van der Wolf is the murderer, and he stole all their bodies with his bladed minions. Okay, so I guess, why do I know that now? You no longer care, all you know is pain. You feel every slice from the pint. Okay, so, oh! Okay, alright, well, I guess we know that somehow. Okay, so it's being, he pours his secret resin blend over your body as he poses you like a mannequin. You witness Johan van der Wolf devouring your heart. Nobody will know of the fate of Kieran Leibowitz, the former private detective of Crossroads, Louisiana. I don't want to read all this. So I guess we just know now that he's the freaking murderer. So I wonder... Okay, so I want to mark the tree that I'm going down. Okay, so we have start. We have 3 trees to go down. So we're going to listen to the radio. Okay, so I'm going to mark an X every time I die. So, alright. Ah, okay. Oh, wait, no. That's what I meant to do. Alright. Aha, okay. Okay, so we're going to go down this way. Down the second one. So, oh my god. We keep dying. This is not going well for us. Aha! Okay, so hit the streets. We're gonna see what the Scarlett Gallery is all about. Alright, let's do it. Come on. Oh, okay. Alright, so this one has 3. So we already know that 3 ends in death. Number 1 probably isn't going to work, so we're going to go with number 2. Alright, alright. Okay, so. Let's admire the... Okay, so once again, we're left with 3. We're going to admire the artwork. Okay, we're going to... Alright, so once again, we have... 3. We're going to go with the top one. Nervous man standing near one of the artworks. Alright, so we're going to go left. Alright, let's see if all these... Okay, so let's accuse him this time. Okay. Shout out. They are thrown into the back of a police cruiser. Okay, so we accused the wrong person. So the police chief no longer wants you. Oh, so we got kicked off the case because we failed. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, so we know about that. You know what? Let's ask for a coffee. Let's change it up. Nancy sets the coffee creation down and you take a sip. It's delicious. Some of the best coffee you have ever tasted. She really does know how to make a good coffee. I think he's got a thing for Nancy, boys. It has a caramel taste with a strong... Ooh, I like caramel. I love caramel. You feel energized enough to solve several cases already. Yeah! Coffee while I drink water. Oh. Okay, I don't know why that just happened. I'll be right back. Let me change my shirt. Okay, there we go, I guess. Okay. So you feel okay. Thanks to Nancy's coffee expertise, you no longer feel the need to rely on alcohol. Well, that's good, I guess. You reckon this is a good thing? You can drive and work on caffeine. You thank Nancy for the coffee just as her counterphone rings, and she rushes to answer it without a moment to spare. Surely all the coffee she drinks couldn't be good for anyone, but it does put a definite spring in her step. Yeah. Okay, so we're here now, so we have... So, listen in on Nancy's phone call, hit the streets, browse the library for a book to read. Let's read a book! As Nancy leaves, I've got a feeling we failed. As Nancy leaves to make another coffee, you feel a compulsion to read a book from one of the shelves within the library. But not just any book. It has to be a certain book. You're not sure why you feel this way or what is driving you to do this. You search for what feels like hours on end until finally you find it. The book you hold in your hand is very small, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the library, it appearing to have been well read, with dog-eared corners. You read the front cover. Tales of the Twisted. The large yellow letters sit above a picture of a man and a yellow Volkswagen. Odd, you mutter aloud as you look down at the uncannily familiar figure on the front cover. You turn the page and begin to read. It's a choose-your-own-adventure book. You make your first choice and turn the page. You feel reality slip away as you are pulled into the pages of the book by an unknown force. Tentacles slide through your mind, and all manner of unholy abominations assault your very being. There is a flash, and then you disappear from reality, leaving nothing but the book on the floor. "Detective," calls Nancy. "Kieran, are you there?" Must have left to work on a case. She stops and picks up the book. "Oh, how did you get down there?" "Back on the shelf you go." You were trapped inside the pages of a novel on a shelf in Crossroads, Louisiana. Well, it could be worse. Perhaps one day, someone else will get a strange urge to browse the library. So we failed. So that one results in death. Yeah. Libraries are bad, apparently. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this town, man. Let's go to the desk. Let's change it up. You sit down at your desk and examine the mess before you. Nancy let you have one desk to permanently use for your cases. She's always so good to you and has been a blessing ever since you got to this town. You like to think of her as your secretary, not that you could ever afford to pay her as one. Her insight into the history of this town has been invaluable, and she makes mean coffee. Speaking of which, there's an empty coffee mug on the desk before you, placed precariously on the top of a pile of case files, an ignored parking infringement notice, and some junk mail. A flyer to an event called the Scarlett Gallery sits on the right of the desk, along with an old radio. Read the Scarlett Gallery flyer. You pick up the flyer and it reads, "One night only. The Scarlett Gallery, hosted by Johan van de Wolf. Live music and local food, horrors, thrills, and chills. A showcase of his esteemed artistry with special guests and performers. This is an event not to be missed, and not for the faint of heart. It's been impossible to miss all the advertising surrounding this event. You are still unclear as to what it actually is, but the artwork suggests something in the way of medical procedures. Whatever happened to a nice picture on a canvas? You wonder. Let's mull over our bill, shall we? You begin to open envelopes and add to the mountain of overdue bills. There are so many that you don't know how you are going to make ends meet this week. Stressed, you begin to pace the corridors of books within the library. Maybe reading one of these books. Okay, maybe reading one of these books will help on second thought. Ah, okay, so it leads back to the death. So let me, I guess let's hit the streets. Okay, so some of these lead to the same thing. So we're going to go to the seedier part of town. You drive by the seedy part of town. Bars, nightclubs, loud music, and no inhibitions held by the people enjoying the nightlife. Sounds like Louisiana. 2 clubs in particular catch your eye. One is a strip club with a large security guard and a scantily dressed woman at the front trying to lure hapless men inside to separate them from their wallets. The other club is the Schandfleck. There is a long line of people out front, even at this hour. The club has a European vibe. It is well known as a hip place to be. You decide to investigate. Let's go to the strip club first. You walk in a manner so as not to... I do this professionally. You walk in a manner so as to not draw attention to yourself. As you approach the strip club, the woman out front notices you and makes some remarks to entice you in. You have trouble understanding her as she is mostly just saying baby a lot and trying to look alluring. And she is alluring, no doubt about that. But something catches your eye. You see a small figure move down the back alley. It could just be that you're looking for any excuse to not go into the strip club and spend money you don't have. Still, we gonna get murdered. Investigate the area. The alley behind the strip club is strewn with all manner of rubbish and unwanted junk, pushed into corners and forgotten. Upturned garbage cans and piles of what looks like last week's newspapers are everywhere, dampened by recent rain. A strong smell of urine mixed with alcohol stings your nostrils. It's not very well lit, so you proceed cautiously. There's a loud crash as another garbage can is knocked over, its lid left spinning on the ground. A hiss from a stray cat pricks your ears. You know from all your experience that something doesn't feel right. You notice a figure about the size of a 10-year-old kid moving in the darkness ahead. Hey kid, isn't it a little late to be out on a school night? You call out. Nothing but silence. You feel as if you were being sized up from mugging. Hey kid, come out where I can see you. I'm a detective and I'm armed. Don't do anything stupid. Still, cold blackness of the disgusting alleyway, and no reply. Your foot touches something. It feels heavy and wet. You look down and see a body in a pool of blood lying at your feet. A crumpled piece of paper not far from the victim catches your eye. It is dry, so it must have only recently been dropped. Why can I not read today? You pick it up and see that it is a flyer for an event in town tonight called the Scarlett Gallery. To be fair, you have seen weirder nights on the town. We're gonna get arrested if we call this in, aren't we? Check the victim's body. Oh, god dang it, we're about to die. Oh no! Throw cuffs on you without a... Oh, we got arrested! Oh, god dang it. Okay, so let's go back the old way. Alright, so... What is he... Why... So, Nancy, help me out here. Why Crossroads? Why here of all places? It seems odd to me that he would come to this tiny town when he could go to L.A. or New Orleans, or Nolans, for those from Louisiana, where his art would be better received. Yeah, it's strange, no doubt about it. Rumor has it that he's in tight with the mayor of our glorious town. Maybe you could ask the mayor at the event tonight? I'm positive he'll be there. Maybe, you mutter, as your detective mind starts to grind into gears over this Johann Vanderwolf character. Never get tired of saying the full name. Nobody just comes to this town without a reason. You say as you make your decision to research the Scarlet Gallery. You find Johann Vanderwolf and his Scarlet Gallery to be an enigma. The more you delve into his history, the more questions are raised. A solitary man with no children. Very little is known about his early years, merely that he was an orphan. No mention of what became of his family, nor his adoptive parents. Not even a mention of where he grew up. Normally, when somebody starts to become famous, reporters go mad trying to get a backstory. You make some calls to gather information, and one of your contacts in New York gets back to you. Here's the kicker. Turns out that just about everywhere Vanderwolf holds an event, missing persons are reported. What are you up to, Johan? You muse, tapping the event flyer on your desk. You notice a note from Nancy. She must have left it earlier while you were on the phone. It reads, Chief of Police called. Head to crime scene. There's an address. Let's head to the crime scene. Yellow and black police tape envelops the scene, while the familiar red and blue lights strobe across the pavement behind the local strip club. A dimly lit alleyway was the final destination for the victim who now lies under a white sheet next to the coroner. Thanks, brain. Another officer waves you in as you approach the tape. Several witnesses are being asked questions by another police officer. The police have everything under control here. You can see a club nearby called the Schandfleck, or Schandfleck, probably. Maybe the perpetrator is hiding there. To hell with it. Might as well have a quick look inside the strip joint. For the investigation and all. Yeah, that's why. You survey the scene and begin your investigation. Let's talk to the police officer first. You approach an officer to get an overview of what has transpired. Officer Delaney, Crossroads Police Department. He shakes your hand. We got the call earlier today and have been down here ever since trying to sort this mess out. The victim was found dead at the scene with massive trauma to the chest cavity. We've got 3 witnesses. Good luck getting anything useful out of them. They're all guilty if you ask me. The coroner is waiting by the body if you want to examine it, said Officer Delaney. Murder weapon? You ask. None that we have found, said Officer Delaney. Who called it in? You ask. One of the witnesses, the old man, says Officer Delaney. He was just passing by, apparently. My guess is that he had finished up with the strippers and was on his way home, but doesn't want to admit it. Some real shady types we got here, said Officer Delaney. You don't have the luxury of time right now. The coroner looks like he's just about done with the body, and they can't hold the witnesses for too much longer. Let's question the witnesses. I don't think we're going to find anything on the body. 3 witnesses stand separately near the crime scene. A police officer with a notepad in hand raises his eye and nods as you approach. The first witness is clearly on some kind of hallucinogenic. The next is so old he will probably be celebrating his funeral before his next birthday. And the last is a lady of the night, who's upset that one of her clients is now dead. Question the prostitute. Hey, darling. Maybe I saw something, maybe I didn't, but I can help you all night long if you make it worth my while. Great, you mutter under your breath. There's a body not 5 feet away, and she wants to jump into bed with you. Yeah, darn prostitutes. They're not regular people like you and me. They only care about one thing. Considering your love life is, well, non-existent, this has to be about the most bedside action you've seen in a while. Let's call her bluff. Wait, that means have sex. We'll call the bluff. Bullshit, you explain. I don't have time for your games. Oh, okay, that's what that meant. Okay, I was like, if there's a sex scene, I might get banned on Twitch. Bullshit, you exclaim. I don't have time for your games. Did you or did you not see anything of importance? Okay, damn, no need to get excited. I didn't see anything, okay? I'm just trying to get by like everyone else in this town. You shake your head. Another dead end. Or is it? Okay, we're gonna go over the notes. Why is my throat starting to hurt? Okay, so we're going over our notes. Start to formulate. Okay, the witness is suspicious, but are they capable of murder? Who, what, where, and why? Okay. You close your notebook. Let's go see what the Scarlett Gallery is all about, because we know that we already know who done it. So like, okay. All right, so we already read all this before. Let's sneak in, because I'm pretty sure bribing is going to work. We've already come too far to, like, not. So we know who's causing it, so, like, at this point to go anywhere else would just be like, oh, okay. Alright, so, let's admire the artwork. So let's follow, let's follow the guy. Okay, and then we're going to go to the right. God dang it. Okay. We gotta go all the way back. god, I wish there was like a save thing here. Is there? I don't think there is. Okay, so we're hitting the streets. Seedier part of town. Neither. Nightclubs are lame. Oh, god dang it. We go home and eat baked beans. Ah, okay. So I think, okay, so I think we're actually getting close to all the options here. We haven't gone through everything, but I think a lot of them are just going to be circle backs or dead ends. So we're going to go... Alright, we're going to listen to the radio to clear our head. Ask about the event. Okay, so that one doesn't matter. Let's research the Scarlet. Oh. Whoops. Ah. Okay, so. I'm going to talk to the police officer. No point in going to either of those places, I think. Let's examine the body. Alright, so we walk over to the coroner. Good to see you again, Kieran. You eaten yet? Let's just get this over with, Joseph. You say, bracing yourself as Joseph lifts the sheet. The two of you are on a first-name basis, since a lot of your work has required Joseph's expertise. Okay. How you long for the days when your missing person cases would turn up alive and well. Don't we all? And indeed, a relatable experience. I, too, wish all the people I sought were still alive. It's more like hide-and-go-seek with corpses these days. I like that. That was a good one. That was a good line. Yeah, so we already know about this. I'm ruling out suicide as a cause of death, says Joseph facetiously. I don't know, death by hole in the chest? Sounds about right. That's the way I want to go out. Jesus Christ, did they use a shotgun on him at close range? It's more like sharp blades, almost medical, but I'm not going to know more before I can get him on the table and have a better look. Yeah. Lay you down. They didn't take his wallet or any money from it. They wanted this guy's heart. Alright. Tiny bloody footprints. It's almost as if he got taken out by a child. I wonder what couldst have done this, my lord. Maybe it was an angry dwarf surgeon. You can't be suggesting it was a toddler who butchered him now, can you? Ah, what did I do? Ugh, God dang it. Oh, hey, Kieran calls. Okay, so whoops, I don't know what I just did. I thought it was the same thing from before. Before you head off, the victim had this in one of his pockets. Inside the bag, you can make. Hey! Just hurry up and catch this bastard. Gotta. Oh man. Ugh, grody. What a grody way to put that. Let's head to the Scarlett Gallery. So we can't get this fuel and get something to eat. We're broke. Alright. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was going to give us the option. Okay, so we gave the ticket. Whoops, I accidentally skipped it. Alright. Mingle with the crowd. Oh, wait, we can't admire the artwork now? It doesn't take too long before a few individuals stand out from the rest. Each one stands out to you for various reasons that demand your attention. The storyteller. Let's do that. You see a strange man dressed in black and silver robes standing upon the stage. He has long black hair and a white mask with symbols down one side obscures his face. Gloves that remind you of animal claws cover his hands. It looks like something out of a grim fairy tale. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ghoul Shadows, and this is my Tales of the Twisted. The crowd applauds as the storyteller cackles maniacally, taking his place in the center of the stage. He stops as he notices you. The storyteller bends down on his knees and beckons you closer with a motion of his black talon. Hey, Kieran, come here. Yeah, look, dude, you're barking up the wrong mask. Try interrogating those other suspects. Oh, by the way, lay off the coffee. Without skipping a beat, he turns his attention back to the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, I call this one the Scarlett Gallery. The crowd cheer. You scratch your head, but think he's probably right. Who was that? Who was that? Is that us? Is that the creator? A little unsure of what just happened, you take a look at the other notable people in the crowd around you. The chief of police is here. So we know the nervous man leads nowhere, so we're going to go with the woman in the red dress. Why, hello there. Come to enjoy the artworks too, have you? Says the woman, who seems to be a very happy drunk. She has those come-to-bed eyes and a well-smoked voice that is very alluring, which unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do for you guys. Yes, very, unique is a word that I would use. You try to sound sophisticated and as if you could easily buy the clothes off the back of everyone in the room if you so chose, while simultaneously hiding the stain from lunch on your jacket. Honey, who's this? You were meant to be getting me a drink. A slick, black-haired, wealthy young upstart interrupts. You immediately dislike him, the sort of guy who knows he's rich and wants everyone else to know it too. From his gaudy Jean-Paul Gaultier fashion to the Lamborghini keyring he constantly flips over in his hand, he obviously didn't trust the valet. He grabs the woman by the arm forcefully and glares intently into her eyes. Where's my drink? Go get me my drink. I won't ask you again, princess. Hey, buddy, take it easy. You interject. I'd just like to ask her a few questions, is all. I'm with the Crossroads Police Department. It won't take more than a moment of your time, I promise. Oh, the police, okay. So, Mr. Police Officer, here's a question for you. Where's your badge? Sorry, I was like, I didn't like the way I said that. I don't have one. I'm a private detective assisting with a case. Oh, very smooth, Mr. Dick. Look, whatever you have to say, you can say in front of me and my girl. You got it? Start talking. The woman gives you an awkward smile. You could be tricky about this and see what happens, or just call it as you see it now. You decide, chat up the woman in the red dress, baby. You exhale through your nostrils and ask her bluntly, does he always treat you like this? Excuse me, pal? Says the boyfriend from hell. They're in Louisiana. I should probably doing more southern accents. Look, how about a drink sometime, you and me? Nothing. I didn't want to I guess I should have realized from chat up he would hit on her. So, fuck you, asshole. You'd be lucky to afford fast food on your salary. Come on, honey, we're leaving. He shakes his head and grabs his partner by the arm. If I see you in public again, I'll crack your skull so hard that the only wisecrack you'll be making is, nurse, change my diaper. Got it? Change my diaper? Really? That's your comeback? Creative. I'll give it that, but it doesn't really make sense. See, I think you meant I would be eating through a straw. They turn to storm out. After that display of masculinity, you decide to, forget it, go to the bar. I don't know who that guy was. As you make your way to the bar, the glamour of the building really hits you. Gold fittings on plush furniture sparkle with the warm light given off by chandeliers hanging above. There are a lot of people in here, but it doesn't feel crowded. Most of the throng is getting drunk on fragrant red wine and trying to look more important than they are. You walk over to the bar to ask for a drink and hope to hell you can afford it. You're just about to order a bourbon when you feel a tap on your shoulder. Sir, says the waiter, Mr. Johann Vanderwolf would like to request a meeting with you. Your ears perk up. That certainly gets your attention. Sorry, I keep wanting to, redo this. With me? The waiter nods. Please, sir, follow me. Confused and a little nervous, you decide to follow the waiter. Oh, son of a bitch! You follow the waiter through a door backstage into a small room. He asks you to wait. Johann Vanderwolf will be with you shortly, sir. Odd that Mr. Vanderwolf is wanting to meet you. Maybe the mayor has mentioned your name in passing, and he wants to discuss some of your cases with you. You quickly dismiss the idea. He has no idea of what you look like or that you're even here. Something feels off, but you can't put your finger on it. Old abandoned storeroom, large downlight. Oh, yep, door's locked. If anyone's there, now's the time to show yourself. Son of a bitch! So glad you could join us, detective. Please, take a seat. You start to tell him he is under arrest, but it is of no use. You feel a sudden jab to your leg. You look down to discover one of the creatures with a needle for an arm standing next to you, with a large grin. You feel weak. Everything begins to swirl around, and you swim in your own thoughts as you hit the ground with a thud. You are awake, but you have no control. Okay, so, detective, I know you can hear me. This won't hurt a bit. I promise. But you will not be the same again. You will be reborn as one of my objects d'art. I don't know how to do German doing French. A truly unique specimen.
No, I hope you are not too attached to your skin. These creatures, kidney thieves, as they are referred to, do enjoy the taste. I, however, will devour your heart for immortality purposes. Johann van der Wolf stops to direct the kidney thieves around him. He completes his orders. Okay, as for the rest of you, I will style you as the Thinker. Yes, that will be brilliant. Alright, so we begin. Okay, so we died. Dang it, so how do we... Huh. Okay, so... talk with Nancy. Runs a tight ship. She moves like a ricocheting Super Ball. You move with some... Blah, blah, blah. I do want coffee. Now that you've kicked that booze habit, you're going to spend all your time drinking coffee with me. Okay, she drinks way too much coffee. Alright. Got to get juiced up on caffeine. Okay, I got it for a $3. Yeah, she loves coffee. Maybe a little bit too much. Drink coffee. This isn't Nancy's phone call. Alright, so I'm going to talk to the police chief whenever we go back. Alright, so we're going to head to the crime scene. Alright, we're going to talk with the police officer. Examine the body, because the witnesses are going to be useless to me, I think. Oh my god, I suddenly have to pay! Not good for me! Go over notes from the crime scene, look for evidence. I'm not going to talk to the police officer about violent children. Okay. Alright, so we take... Alright, so we went to the Scarlett Gallery. That is... Alright, you try to look at... Alright, so... Welcome back, sir. Head on through. Okay. It was a ticket stub, not a ticket. That's why. Son of a biscuit. I don't keep meaning to... Oh! Alright, so let's try... God dang it. What's that smell? Okay, so... Yeah, alright, so it's exactly the same thing. Dang it. It's because I'm trying to skip too... I wish I could save. Alright, bear back. Time out. Let me use the bathroom. One second, I got some messages. Let me check those. Oh, okay, that's my defragmenting thing. Sorry. Alright, so... let's go talk with Nancy. Alright, so she's gonna like... Okay, so we have the coffee.
Listen in on Nancy's phone call. Okay, so this is the... Head to the crime scene. Okay. Talk to the police officer. Dang it. I try to, like, be fast, but not so fast that I skip over the thing again. Okay, so we're gonna go over our notes. Head to the Scarlett Gallery. Because if we head into the strip club, we're probably gonna die somehow. Okay, being careful. Being careful. Mingle with the crowd? Okay, to the storyteller. Ow, my face. So I'm wondering who that guy is. Ah! I did it again! Oh no! Yes! This was the person I meant to talk to! Yes! Okay. Whew. Mr. Leibowitz, how goes it, my good man? Caught any good fish lately? Smiles the chief. I don't know what voice I'm doing for him. It's normal for him to speak in code like this in public places. His way of asking about the case you're working on. Very glamorous woman is draped over his arm. You wonder how he got so lucky. I got some nibbles here and there, you reply. Well, I think you're fishing in the right pond, he says with a knowing look. Plenty of good catches to be had. Tell me, Chief, what do you know of this Johann Vanderwolf character? Entrepreneur, artist, and visionary, or so they say. I had the honor of talking one-on-one with him at a charity ball with the mayor a few years back, Chief explains. Yeah, he really is an intelligent fellow, you know, and he donates to charities wherever he goes. The mayor loves a man with good reason. Not many people give away their money so freely as he. Wonder where he gets it all from, you muse, not expecting an answer. Medical research. What he has done for medicine is astounding. Any doctor with a salt could tell you that his name pops up in medical journals far and wide. His understanding of the human body is impressive, to say the least. Sounds like a Nobel Peace Prize winner to me, you mutter sarcastically. You sound a little jealous, my friend. I thought you were here to investigate tonight, not to talk about artists who have too much money. But do stick around for Vanderbilt's speech if you can. He is the reason for this soiree, after all. I might just do that, you say, as the chief happily dances off with the gorgeous blonde. For an old man, he sure knows how to dance, you remark. The chief is right. Oh, no! What did I do? Okay. Okay, so we're listening to a speech. I keep... Okay, you watch from the crowd as Johann Vanderwolf takes the stage. He fumbles with the microphone passed to him from another man who had been introducing him. Thankfully you missed that, as he seemed like one of those boring stuck-up types that talks too long. Oh, my throat hurts. Oh, I'm out of ice. Johann's deep German accent is very distinctive as he greets the audience. The finest tailcoat adorns his tall and painfully thin physique. He smiles, and his large gleam across his face. Oh, okay. Giving him a menacing appearance. His large, bald head is made all the more unsettling by black-rimmed glasses, which only accentuate his terrible grin and give his head a distinctly square shape. Sorry. It's like the back of my throat near my nostrils. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Scarlett Gallery. I am not one for long speeches, so I shall keep this brief. It is wonderful to see you all here, enjoying the pieces that surround you. Please do not be shocked or disgusted. My art only shows you what you have been spending your lives trying to forget. Sorry, your own mortality. He pauses for dramatic effect, and a hush runs through the crowd. This showcase is called the Scarlet Gallery for several reasons. Scarlet represents immortality. The bodies that you view here tonight will be preserved for years to come, instead of rotting in the ground to be consumed by worms. Scarlet is also symbolic of the great harlot, or whore of Babylon. Some of you will have noticed esoteric and religious themes throughout the exhibition. Then again, some of you are just here to drink my wine. The crowd laughs. You roll your eyes. Ah! Oh, Vanderwolf! You! In either circumstance, please enjoy the show, and thank you once again for coming. The crowd applauds, enchanted by his foreign charm and charisma. Gotta love those Germans. You're not as easily swayed. There's something about him that does not sit right with you, and you're not going to let it go until you can talk to the man.
Let's interrogate him. You approach Johann as he exits the stage. Yeah, we can't follow him. If we let him take us to a secondary location, it's gonna end badly. I've been to seminars on this, guys. You approach Johann as he exits the stage. As he finally reaches the floor after descending the stairs, you get a true sense of his height. He easily has another foot on you. Damn! Johann grins as you approach and brushes aside the yes-men trying to approach him. You know the ones. Killer show. You are a genius. I'm going to lavish praise on you in the hope that you will give me money. And so on. You shake your head. Stage life is so fake. You shake Johann's hand and introduce yourself. Kieran Leibowitz. Okay, we want to ask a few questions. Leibowitz, that's just an interesting name. Correct me if I... Oh, no. What route are they going to take? Oh, Brink, you're playing with fire. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you have Jewish heritage. Yes, that's correct. It's a bit complicated. Irish mother and Jewish father, you see. Ah, how unfortunate. Oh, God. Okay. Johann notices your eyebrows raise at this response and quickly adds, no disrespect intended. I can see how complicated it could be. You shrug. None taken, I guess. No, you're busy with your show this evening, but never too busy for the local authorities, I can assure you. But I have time enough for only one question. So make it count, detective. Smooth. He's trying to shut you down before you even get started. You decide to ask where he gets the bodies from. One question, eh? Okay. I have one, you say. Johann clasps his hands in front of him and dips his head slightly, which only makes you feel more... Oh, I don't like this! All of the bodies, they can't all be donations. There's, what, 30, maybe 40 here? Where are they all coming from? I guess, a good question. They are indeed donations. I have the paperwork to verify this. Come, walk with me and you can see, says Johann. No! No! Okay. Ah! Sorry, I thought that was my phone ringing. Ah! Oh! No, I can explain. Oh, did we catch him? We caught him! You caught the killer of Crossroads and very likely many other towns across the country. Full investigation is carried out at the Scarlett Gallery. However, no trace of the strange children you saw was ever discovered. After many months in court hearings, Johann van der Wolf is freed under a technicality. Between diplomatic immunity and all sorts of other bureaucratic red tape, it seems nothing could be proven. You were given a court order to stand... What?! Oh! Oh! We did it! So we did win! Oh, but he got away! Oh, that's just unfortunate. Oh, so we did it! That was awesome. There's a lot more to go through, but I was only streaming for about an hour or so because I have to eat and do other stuff. But that was awesome. I love choose your own adventure games, and the fact that it's been adapted into this format is reminiscent of older like text-based choose your own adventure games, sort of like Zorks and whatnot. This was really awesome. And I really enjoyed this. There was a lot of stuff we still didn't do. So if you enjoyed this, go download it. I think it's available for free, but it's a pay what you want thing. I paid for it because I really wanted to support, a friend and just developers in general because they need our support. Because it's cool that they make stuff like this, and half the time they do it for free. So anything you can do for them is really awesome. But go check this out. I will upload this to YouTube later, just as unedited. So the link will be in the description. I don't think anyone's actually watching right now, so I won't post it in the chat. Yeah. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching it. Go check out my social media and whatnot.